The sun begins to set in Newcastle. Who will burn brightest on this Saturday evening Premiership showdown? It's the bludgeoning approach from Leicester. George Martin, one of the biggest of all. He makes good headway. Chesham. Still Falcons cling on. Van Poortvliet, now they move it. Woodward, Shilcock, Hassel-Collins, and he's careful how he puts this one down. No danger, that was spilling from the breadbasket. And Leicester have the first try of the day.
They'll want potentially another drive here. That last drive went really well for them. Got a lot of metres.
And they rev the engine immediately, straight off the start line at that driving maul.
You found him. You found him.
And Newcastle, for the time being, have few answers to this.
Just need to hide that ball back.
Let's start looking.
Hip.
Van Poortvliet plays. Woodward. Shilcock. Wide they go for Anthony Watson. Lovely action on that pass. Sit down Obatiyimbo. Watson's in. A try that will mean the world to Anthony Watson after all he's been through. All those injuries, all that heartache. He's back on the score sheet, and that was predatory.
Moment's hesitation for Obatiyimbo, and then he just gets the big fend out into his chest, pushes away.
Score.
He's all...
Van Poortvliet, lightning quick ball down the short side. Chesham marauding, still Ollie Chesham pops it off the deck to Ilione. A metre or so short the Tigers. Final play of the half. A try now would be mega for them. Liebenberg fighting to hit the line. Nicky Smith waits. Still it's Charlie Clare. Hurd pops it on, Ilione in. The sleight of hand in those dark, dark corridors. And they find the chink of light they sought. Third try for the Tigers. Big half-time deficit now. In the shadow of those Newcastle posts. Another penalty advantage. Tucked in their trouser pocket. Woodward, lovely pass. Stewart crashes over. Taken high as he did so. Even that couldn't stop. Big bad Freddie Stewart. Bonus point Leicester. Lemire again. Just finding a soft shoulder or two in that vicious Tigers defence. Arnold pulls it for Grayson. Oh, Anthony Watson could be in trouble here. It's a penalty. Was there a line break on?
No yellow card too.
Yeah, yellow, hasn't it? Line break clearly on if that goes to hand. The ball goes down off his hand.
Leone gets him round the ankles. McDonald, one out carry. Tigers will eat that up all day, but there was a high shot on Kieran McDonald.
It's hard to adjust at that speed.
Well, Leicester suffering more yellow cards in Newcastle. They got 3 in that crazy 100-minute match back in March. They're down to 13 men. The next 8 minutes and 41 seconds. At his back. Can Falcons get over the line? Blamire squirming. Under a metre to go. Penalty advantage Newcastle. They won't need it. The try scored at last. At long, long last. Good pass as well to Blamire. He's got wheels as the hooker, but he's given it straight to Parise. One-on-one with Stevenson. Parise fighting his way through the tackles. Then losing it on the ground. Van der Valts picks it up and goes for a grubber up the tram lines.
So the tackle beforehand turns towards him, so spins round onto 2, so yellow card. Yeah.
The flash of yellow for Jamie Blamire. And Newcastle themselves down a man. There's the leg drive, there's the spin. Clare waits. Dan Cole gets up to his feet. They go for the line and they're over again.
George Martin.
It is big George Martin, minus his scrum cap, but playing with all the fury and ferocity.
It's a time where the Jackler went out of fashion. They are firmly back in now. You have to have a good player like that in your team.
This throw from Archie Baines over the top. So, Spencer and Redshaw. 2 of the young guns Newcastle will be relying on heavily in the years to come. Try and dig them out of this winless malaise, which is heading for a 24th successive Premiership defeat. Oh, Davis has given it straight to Wand. Is it to be a dream debut for Will Wand all the way? Gift wrapped with a pretty bow on top. Will Wand Premiership try scorer.
Well, real composure there on debut. Just runs the perfect line to get away from the inside defender but not go too close and allow an option to get back and tackle him. Good.
Jussat. Youngs, little dummy, then Liebenberg scrambling over, thumping it onto the white line. Leicester bring up 40 points in Newcastle. Oh, Ben Youngs rolling back the years with the last play of the match. Hoofs it deep into Newcastle territory. Stewart gives chase. The ball will beat them all. And that will be that. It's been emphatic from Leicester Tigers.